Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today I've got another amazing base link for you all. Yes, it is another box base, as you can see here. This box base has been doing incredible for me. I ran it towards the end of last season at the 5800s and all of this season, of which I've been in the top 200 multiple days at this point, and the worst across both the 5800s and early this season I've taken on a day is 250, which is pretty incredible. Got a defense against a wide range of attack strategies for you, and let's watch this one here. So he kind of makes a mess of the blimp, but he does land it in this compartment. Now he wanted to land it here. Let's see if he can get the value he's looking for. And as you can tell, already a few mini bombs hitting the Super Wizards, and bam, giant bomb goes off, and you're probably like, well, he got some value there, but it's really not good value. He didn't pull the CC. That's literally the most important thing. He didn't pull the CC, and he didn't kill a hero, so win there for us. Now, in terms of this base, admittedly, I don't have as long a list of people it's defended as last time. I'm the only person that's really run this base thus far. But I can tell you that I've defended Arium, minus 21 by the way, which was unfortunate. Lots of love to Arium, obviously. He's a fantastic player. I've defended Arium. I've defended Jack, the legendary air spammer, or Notorious, whichever way you want to look at it. And I've also defended the Mask of QSFN. You guys should know QSFN at this point. So a few nice defenses, but the best thing about this base link is a lot of box bases struggle to get low percent some of the time. But this box, and on top of that, actually struggle versus air spam. But this box base gets a lot of really low percent hits, and on top of that, it does so well versus air attacks. In fact, its strength is defending air attacks, and its weakness is actually ground attacks. So, nice Ice Golem there, but this series just been completely messed up because he couldn't pull the CC with the Blizzard. Even if he was trying to get into the Wizard Tower, that's the dead building there, there is a Sam there to stop it. So that Blizzard really doesn't work. And I can tell you, Arium had a similar problem when he tried to Blizz Lalo. He landed the blimp kind of on this Tesla that I'm clicking here, and he hit a million giant bombs. He also hit the tornado, kind of leaking where the tornado is. So that was really unlucky for Arium. But this attack's just been completely messed up. Like, good on this attacker for securing the 2-star, but it's just going to be a low percent. And that's what I really like about this base. It is super tough to Blizz Lalo. In fact, I've been hit, I think, 8 to 10 times by it, and I've only been tripled by it just the once. And it was a really clean hit, like, kudos to the guy. But I have moved the giant bombs, and you're not going to be able to do that Blizz Lalo attack again. So yeah, the strength of this base, absolutely versus air attacks. You'll see it in the next replay. I'm going to show you an air spam attack that just gets completely and utterly wrecked as well. And then we'll have a look a little bit later at maybe a ground attack or two, because it does struggle a bit more against the ground attacks. It can defend, but it's not perfect. But still, especially for those of you who are getting hit by air spam and blizzard attacks a lot, this is the base for you. Okay, so still probably the most common army you'll see in Legends League, air spam coming in here on the base and doing what most people do, and that's just a safe blimp for the Town Hall. Now, you do see more and more people are trying to just use an Inferno Drag to take down the Town Hall, but it doesn't really work on this base with the Builder Huts the way they are. Okay, so deal with the CC at the top. Normal stuff happens. We put the troops in a line and triple the base, or at least that's how it normally goes. Let's see if that's how it goes here. Now, the big thing to look at is look at the power of the king and queen here. Now, yes, the king and queen are going to be dealing with my heroes, but they normally, with these air spam strategies, you see the king and the queen and the RC kind of clean up the base. The RC's just been placed now. Look at it. My queen's not even shooting the air units, by the way. Sorry, the heroes. My defensive queen taking out all the air units. Also, look at these air units on the top side of the core. The air defense and the double air defense and single compartment is so strong. And look at that. Look, we've forced out the king ability. That's already been used. The RC has just died. It is just a queen ability left. Now, that is very powerful, obviously, but None of the buildings in the core of the base have gone down, and the queen has stepped into this nice open wall here. Now, on a lot of box bases, you'll find that there's an open wall here and a closed wall here, and I've done it in reverse on this base, and this is exactly why, because the queen steps inside this compartment, and look at her, the scatter and air bow on her, and we can now eliminate the unicorn. And once the unicorn's gone, it's easy peasy. Also helps that the Hound, you know, comes out, and that's going to stall the queen even more. But this army just got completely and utterly wrecked. This base is so strong versus air spam, but how does it go versus hybrid? Okay, so obviously Hybrid got a pretty strong buff in the autumn update, and it's a lot more popular at the moment. I find myself getting hit by it about once a day at this point, so it's definitely something you've got to consider in your base building. However, I will admit, this base isn't as strong against Hybrid as I'd hope. Hybrid has kind of like a 40 to 50% hit rate on the base, which is a lot higher than, say, air strategies. In fact, I get hit by air strategies 2 to 3 times as much, and I'd say I get tripled by hybrid more in total. In saying that, the base still can defend hybrid, and we have edited the springs, and you will still see in this attack here how the springs come into effect. But rather than focusing on the bases more on this one, I actually want to show you guys the way he hybrids the base. This is Tiger Boom Squad of Unfair Warfare, pretty well-known 5v5 team, and he actually does a really nice plan which works on box bases. So his goal with the Queen Charge is to get like this, and then eventually go into the bottom compartment and get all that. Then he has the siege barracks to come in here, and he wants the king to go in there, and he's just got a hybrid across the middle. I know you're thinking, well, Hooked, why would you hybrid through the town hall? But as you can tell, there's like nothing behind the town hall here. So when the town hall goes down here, it's often the last building in this compartment, and there's nothing there's no troops that stand in the town hall poison aside from one, and that's the Grand Warden, and you'll actually see the damage he takes in a second. It is noticeable. Now, unfortunately, Tiger Boom, I don't know why he healed on the town hall rather than popping the Warden earlier, because we definitely will need the Warden on the back end. Unfortunately, his king walked around and did not go into the scatter, but the hybrid's doing really well at the moment. But as you can tell, we've already used both heals, and look at this back end compartment. This is the benefit of this base versus hybrid. If the attacker makes a slight mistake, this end compartment just destroys you. Double multi with lots of giant bombs, lots of springs, and all the heroes with a bunch of builder huts as well. Look at this multi getting healed from the brink of death, and it comes back, and yeah, this attack fell apart very quickly, and that's what I like about this base. Box bases in general will not do well versus hybrid or versus P.E.K.K.A. Smash, and they generally don't do well versus air spam either, but this seems to go better against all those armies than the other ones. Now, it doesn't admittedly go well versus P.E.K.K.A. Smash. I have got a Super Bowler replay for you guys as the last replay of the video in a second. You can decide if you want to run this base or not, but I mean, I couldn't recommend this enough. I think this is the best base I've built, and I've had great success with it for 2 weeks. Nice try there to Tiger Boom Squad. Let's go to the final replay before I show you guys the battle log. Okay, Super Bowler attack here. I know a few of you are thinking, well, Hooked, why not show a P.E.K.K.A. Smash replay? That's a bit more popular. I have a hunch that Super Bowlers might get more popular pretty soon. I know Leifang is using them, and if he uses them and he's like the ultimate P.E.K.K.A. Smash attacker, then expect a lot of people to follow suit later. Now, just a simple water morph for the Town Hall here. Obviously, you kind of give that up with this base. Box bases isn't about maximizing your Town Hall. It's just about making it awkward to take down and having the rest of the base just be so ugly. Like, the compartments just have no consistency to them, and it's hard to get it's hard to have the same attack happen twice on box bases. That's the best way I could put it. It's the same as rings, but rings you can make a few mistakes these days and still triple, whereas box bases even less so. But let's have a look at this here. Now, I will admit that this fail is more so because of the Queen messing up than the Super Bowlers, but I figured I'd just show you guys a Smash replay. You can make up your own mind. Siege Barracks from the bottom. Now, he's going to Queen Charge into this compartment here, but it's going to prove his downfall. Look at those Super Bowlers, by the way. Take out the cannon, then take down the Archer Tower. I swear, they are so handy to have. They are super handy, really. But the main downside of the Super Bowlers is running a Hound CC. as you'll find out in literally a second. We're about to pull it. Yep. Because nothing can target my Hound. Only the Queen can, and she will get stuck up on it. But look at it. She's stuck in a compartment, and she can't feed the healers to these Super Bowlers. If these Super Bowlers got the healers, I'm pretty sure my base is wrecked. I'll just be honest. I'm pretty sure we would have been wrecked. But it's just so hard to switch the healers because the Queen goes into funky compartments on this base. Now, they've done an okay job down the bottom, but the Hound only just pops. Now, all the Super Bowlers are dead, except that one on the bottom, but that's not going to last long. Goes down there, and suddenly this has gone from looking very nice to not looking so good at all. Now, do I think he would have tripled if he executed a bit better? Probably. Let's be honest, probably. It isn't a time fail, by the way. He does actually fail, as you can see there, but you'll take any defense versus a Smash army. It's a very hard army to stop. But yeah, that's the last replay I was going to show for this video. I hope you're convinced of the base. If you're not convinced, though, and you've hung around till now, have a look. Now, ignore the first 2 replays because I have dropped a lot in trophies. I didn't do 8 attacks yesterday. In fact, I did 0 attacks yesterday. But let's have a look through the log here. So a couple of triples yesterday, but then look, for all, like, there's 2 triples there yesterday, but then look at that, 2 low percents as well, and a bunch of other defenses. Sammy there, thanks for the defense, Sammy. But yet, same thing, day before, 2 triples, but a few low percents as well. And then you go down, was that Arium? Yeah, sorry, Arium. But yeah, the log's pretty handy. Yes, we do get tripled a little bit, but that's how the top 500 works. You're always going to get tripled by good players. But it's about, for all those triples, getting like these 26, these 27 and 23 cup attacks. They are the big difference up top. So I recommend this base, especially if you're getting hit by air attacks more often than ground. But that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the base link video and just breakdown analysis. If you did take the base link, or even if you just enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support as we make our way to 5K subs and maybe even a creator code by the end of the year. But that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe I'll see you soon.